Hey there, welcome to part two of decision making and beginning. Uh, Yesterday we did part one and we finished halfway through, and we definitely have a few more things to cover on this episode of part two. Um, it's going really well. Things are going really well with this, and getting a lot of ideas of what to make videos on based on my own life and my own sort of organization of my career and stuff and my whole life basically. Um, so this gives you guys an advantage because we're working on the same things together basically. So we're going to be networking. We're going to be talking about the same things. You're going to be saying, "Oh yeah, that's a good idea. I'm going to try that." And we're going to make very practical videos for you to learn things that you need to do that I'm doing anyway. So, but it's always up to you. You can always send me comments so I can tweak things and stuff like that according and customize things accordingly. But definitely, I just want to go over some things that I'm going to be going over in the future that you can expect videos on. And so far, I have a small list. I expect this list to get a lot bigger. So um, we're going to do videos on cleaning up your profiles and sites, organize them nice and easy. So when visitors come, and visitors could be directors, producers, other actors, other production companies, whatever the case is. You want them to see a nice, organized website, profile site. Not, nothing confusing. Everything's organized. They can find everything they want. They can see everything they want. They actually see what you want them to see when they first land on your pages. So we're going to be doing a video on that. Being ready. Number two, being ready and prepared constantly every day. So I do things every day in a ritual basis to sort of be ready and prepared. And it could be health things, it could be food, eating and nutrition. It could be working out things. It could be just meditation, just talking to myself, whatever the thing is. I'm going to do a video based on what I do that keeps me motivated and inspired and focused. Number three, fitness training. I'm going to do a video based on my own personal experience as well, from having gone through many changes in my own body on purpose, and sometimes I had no choice. But basically, we're going to try to create a brand for you, get you ready for your brand. That involves the way you look, the way you feel, and the way the camera sees you. So we're going to do a video just on basic fitness principles I think are important for actors and anybody that's willing to work on camera. Again, I'm going to do a video on tips on nutrition, how I eat and how it makes me feel, and how I changed my diets all through the years. Because basically my focus has been my brand, my focus has been my career. So you have to change some things and sacrifice, because it's much less resistance in that direction. It's easier to get to. People are gonna decide on you very quickly instead of, oh my God, this and that, and maybe this and maybe that. So let's make it easy for people to hire you. That's the main focus. I know most of you probably don't think of it this way, but when you go to set or an audition or on camera, you want to look your best. Now, I'm not saying put on a bunch of makeup and all this other stuff, but I'm going to do a video based on how I get ready and how I get ready with makeup and with moisturizers and my showers and everything else. I'll talk to you about that. Obviously, I won't be able to go through it step by step in action detail, but I'm gonna tell you exactly how I get ready. If I get an audition, say tomorrow, what do I do to get ready for the audition? How do I do it step by step? I'll make a video on that as well. Also, feeling like a winner. Next one, feeling like a winner before you go to an audition or your job. What is the simplest things you can do to feel like a winner, to get yourself inspired, to get yourself ready for work? You don't want to get to work and then get ready. You want to be ready when you get there. So we're going to do a video on that. Another one is, what can you do to improve your memory on an ongoing basis every day? What can you do? Little simple things that you can do. And I do these all the time. They're just basically secondhand nature to me. It's important to use it or you'll lose it in a way. To practice. Again, your focus being, you know where you're going, right? And we're going to do everything that's going to support you going there. So you minimize the amount of resistance, you minimize the amount of mistakes, you minimize the amount of time people take to decide on picking you, all this other stuff. So we're going to try to make it more efficient, more effective, more productive, and bigger success. That's what I have for today. But that's already 8 videos. I'm sure I'm going to come up with another 8 by the time we get back to talking again on the thing. So let's start off by, we finished yesterday with building your resume. So I guess we talked about the fact that what you can do to build your resume. So we talked about that in part 1. And it was important to have a resume, a reel, a resume, and photographs, headshots. We talked about that in number 1. If you need more details or any more information, please message me. Please leave me a comment. Give me a thumbs up, and we'll definitely make a video based on that. What I want to talk about now is becoming union or non-union. That is the question. You know, the fact that everyone always thinks about making money. You know, what can I do to make more money? What can I do to be more successful, make more money? Everything lives to make more money. Yes, I understand that. But sometimes you could be cutting off your right arm just to get a tip of your of your right finger. So what that means is, if you do it properly, you can come out more of a winner. Okay. Now, let's think about this logically. Okay. Union means you should only do union work. As of right now, up to date, in my opinion, July 2020, there is a lot of non-union work out there. There's a lot of union work out there. There's a lot of companies that don't want to work with unions, and there's a lot of companies that do want to work with unions. Really, there is no right and wrong here. However, let's think about it this way. When you think about union work, you think about more money. You think about bigger contracts. You think about bigger projects. You think about bigger opportunities for your career. You think about unionized, they have the award ceremonies. You can probably get an award and it can add to your career and you can become a bigger actor, a bigger star, all that stuff. Great. It's all true. However, the question you got to ask yourself is, are you good enough? Because the competition is going to eat you alive if you're not. You're going down the road with so much resistance. Is that a smart thing to do? Right? We're trying to make it more efficient, less resistance, more success oriented. I think that if you feel like you're not prepared, I don't care how much work you got on your resume. If you've done the training for a long time and you feel like you're prepared, like you know what you're doing, you're very confident, then yeah, if you have a chance to join the union to get part of a bigger picture, but of course you can't do non-union work. So remember that. You don't want to do any more background work. And also remember that as well. So if you are prepared, you've done the training, you feel confident, you don't have a really big body of work, a resume, so to speak, but you have experience training. Maybe you've done a lot of training, little projects, whatever. But you feel, when you feel confident, right? When you feel confident, somebody asks you, can you do this? You say yes, if you can do it. You don't say no if you can't do it, right? So you say yes. So if you feel confident, then all you need is that one opportunity that can launch you into stardom, basically, or into the big picture, into the next picture. So when I joined the union, it was just before I got the total recall role, which gives me another idea for another video. Is I want to discuss Adam's Testament in detail, how it came about, and I want to discuss total recall and what I did to help coming about, to help make it happen. Because I did certain things and you guys would be incredibly astonished what the power can accomplish. So pardon me for going back and forth, but ideas are like a slippery fish. If you don't grab them by the point of the pencil, you never probably get them back. So remember, I'll say it again. Ideas are like a slippery fish. If you don't grab them with the point of a pencil, they'll probably get away and never come back. So remember that. Write them down because they do escape memory. That has nothing to do with age, has nothing to do with all that stuff. It just has to do with overload of information. That's it. So we're talking about unions. So if you feel confident, that big next role, that audition, I mean, that opportunity to become unionized, if you have one, right? It's a great opportunity. So in short, when I got total recall, I'd say about 3 weeks before, I went in, saw the union master, and I guess I can't say any names or anything, but I said, here's all my stuff. I want to become a union member, not a union apprentice. Well, guess what? They made me an apprentice, but they gave me almost my maximum credits that I had accumulated over the years. I said, okay. A couple of weeks later, I came in with my last credit, and I got my unionship. Just after that, I got total recall. But see, if I didn't have my union card, I would not have been able to apply for total recall for the actor role. So you see, I felt I was ready, and boom, everything clicked into action, and now here I am. So you have to know if you're ready. That's very important when you want to join the unions. And then SAG-AFTRA is not too hard to join after that. You just got to prove a few things here and there, but we can talk about that as well. We can also do a video about unions and joining unions as well. Procedures. So basically, that's what I think about joining a union. You're not going to do it to get more money for background work. I don't think that's a good idea. You're not going to do it because if you join a union, here's the other thing that's very important for joining a union. If you join a union, you have nothing on your resume and you don't feel confident as an actor. Now, oh my God, here I am. I'm a union member. You know, I'm an apprentice. Now I need my last credit. But to get that last credit sometimes is almost impossible if you don't know what you're doing. You're not prepared. You're not confident. You don't have enough work for an agent to represent you, because you're going to have to get the last credit, hopefully, if you get that far. The last credit, you'll be definitely a speaking role of some sort on camera in a TV production or whatever the case is, under union status. That is for sure. You might get the other ones in a different way, but that last credit, or at least it's going to have to be a speaking role. So if you're not good enough and you're kind of comfortable in front of the camera, you haven't really gotten that point, and you want to be an actor, I would suggest do not join the unions. Not yet. You got to feel like you're ready for the big times, which means I'm not saying you don't have a lot of good opportunities in non-union world. You do, but they're non-union, right? You want to belong to the union, there's a lot of procedures, limitations, but there's a lot of advantages too. I would suggest you weigh the two very closely. You can always join the union later on. Your credits don't disappear. Although I would look into your union's website and to see how long the credits are good for, to talk to someone maybe, to get some information so at least you know exactly that what you're doing is going to be working. Have a plan. So again, we need to train, we need to train, we need to train, we need to train, we need to train. Lots of training, right? We need to feel comfortable in front of the camera. We need to feel comfortable in speaking in front of the camera. We need to feel comfortable in dealing with professionals in front of the camera. So all this stuff is very important. Eventually, that's where you want to be anyway. But don't put yourself in a situation where you're an apprentice and now you don't have nothing on your resume. You're constantly doing background. Nobody wants to hire because you have nothing on the resume. You feel like, oh my God, I should be doing acting roles, but now you're stuck between an apprentice and a rock and a hard place. So do yourself a favor. Don't become union until you're ready to become a member. That's what I think. Because you're not doing it for just background, more money. You're doing it to become an actor, right? So if you're going to do a union application and membership request, definitely it's for that. If you're not ready, stay non-union, build your resume up, get your experience. There's lots of work out there and it pays good money too, lots. So if you want more information on that and you want me to do a more in-depth video on that, please hit me up with the comments, give me a thumbs up, let me know what you think. The next one is, so yeah, we covered that pretty good. The next one is networking. Now, networking definitely has gotten a lot better. We have a lot of social media. We have individual groups that you can join. We have different websites that you can join. We have associations, meetups, professional meetups, associations, groups, other organizations that have meetups as well. Whether it's within your brand or within the kind of work you want to do, or whether it's union, non-union, or whether it's just doing voice work or whatever it is, make sure it's within it's what you're looking for. It supports what you're looking for. And there's a lot of networking you can do. Be careful because, you start to mix with other people and stuff. Make sure you're mixing with winners. Make sure you're mixing with people that don't have bad records. Make sure you're mixing with people that, by mixing with them, you're not going to sabotage your own success in some way or slow it down. Always sort of think ahead, right? Networking is also good. You can think about this earlier because I thought about this much later than earlier, for sure. So I think if you think about it now, it could really benefit you in the long run. So I think by organizing a team. So here's what I mean. You're an actor, let's say, okay? You want to be involved with the director, with the producer, with the photographer, with the videographer, with different people and crew. So when you're involved in that kind of network, first of all, you might get projects. Second of all, when you do have a project, you can bring everybody on board because you trust them, you've worked with them, right? you know their work. You can convince the director, the producer, to give them to give you the opportunity to work with the people that you already know and truly trust. Yeah, there'll be a lot of writers that will also get scripts from other production companies. Then they've worked with you before. They're going to say, "Listen, I got a good role for you. Try reading this. Let me know what you think, and I'll present you to the producer director." Collaboration with other actors is very good too, because then you guys help each other. Now, there's not much going on like that, but there should be, in my opinion. Growing up, I didn't have too much of that. But I think it's important to think of it as a networking tool. Work with winners, network with winners, connect with winners. Now, for an instance, you're an actor and you meet another actor. You research them on the IMDb or different profile sites. They have a great body of work, a really good, substantial body of work. Great. You have a great body of work. Great. You have something to offer. They have something to offer. You have something to lose. They have something to lose. See, we're still in the same playing field, right? Now, don't you think you meet up with them, you're in the same sort of networking group with them. If they have a project and the director says, do you know anybody you want to work with that suits the role and you feel comfortable working, that they can bring this to the table? And the unionize or whatever the case, all the particulars and stuff. And we'll say, yeah, I have a friend that's definitely, he's a good actor. He's got a built up body of work. Here's his profile. Here's his website. Here's this, here's that. Check him out. So this is very important, right? Because you can definitely score big this way as well. So networking, I agree, it's very, very good. Now, all the social media sites as well have these different groups. You can research, do your research. Remember, do your research. It pays off to do a lot of research. So be grateful, be happy. Hold on, I got a message, incoming call from my manager. Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. My manager for my TV show called. It could be important. Let's see what he has to say. I'm gonna put him on speakerphone. Shh.
Hey, buddy, what's up?
Oh, it's great, man. How are you?
What's up?
A great show yesterday.
Yeah, we did a good show, man. We did a great job.
Thank you.
You did an amazing job. To be honest, I looked at other Phase 4 videos again today, and you really got it down well, man. That's the kind of shit we need from you, right? If you keep doing that, dude, you're gonna be an industry expert at this. Like, trust me, it's in no time.
I'm gonna be a star.
You're gonna be a star and an industry expert.
Thank you so much, buddy. I feel like I'm adapting very quickly as well.
You really are. And like, you know what, like, yesterday you really showed like a professional side of you that I think is gonna come out very quickly. And people are gonna love it in the show, because in the show you're already very. But I think in the live shows it's gonna be awesome. Like, we're gonna make you into a big personality, dude. Between you and me, and keep this between you and me. Please do not share this with not with Joey.
Okay.
Every time you guys get 3,000, 4,000 views, okay?
Yeah.
I'm actually paying. You don't realize it. I'm paying for views. I'm paying for the legitimate views for YouTube.
Wow.
But I'm impressed with you guys. So
Thank you.
I don't need to, like, the pat on the back. I just want you to know that, like, I believe in you, and that I'm willing to spend money on a guy like you, because I know you're doing a lot for me too. So, in all fairness, we're helping each other out. It's mutual, and I'm glad to get you the eyeballs you need. What we need to do with you next is find a way for you to start monetizing off of this as well. So that like, getting you out there and getting you known is one thing, and you're getting a lot of eyes on you. But the idea here is now to get you that next phase where it's not just eyeballs. We want to also make sure we get the right eyeballs, but we want to find a way for you to make money, because you can't. Listen, the reality is, if I'm a few years ago when I told you I'm your manager and this and that, I'm not a good manager if you're not making money off this. You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, yeah. I mean, eventually we do want to monetize on my efforts and your efforts as well, for sure.
Exactly. So my goal here is I'm building something for you, for me, for all of us, where we can all monetize off of that. And I'll tell you right now, before Joey, before Heidi, before any of these guys,
thank you so much, buddy. Oh. Oh, okay.
And we're trying to get a really cute female cosplayer and also co-host with him. The show will be like special effects.
Okay.
Specifically to like the guys who make the costumes, the guys who make the props, things like that.
Yeah, costume designer, costumes for film and TV sets, and cosplayers. Yeah. Absolutely. Okay.
But I think when you're critical on the film on a shoot, maybe even investigating, like, so he might bring a costume from a known movie like X-Men or Total Recall or none of those, you know, this is an example. And you can explain, you can do a bit of research on it and say, oh, you know, when Hugh Jackman wore this, he said, there's statements where he said the costume didn't fit well, but the second one was amazing, and just whatever, you know, talk about random facts and things like that about movies and things like that that people want to know.
Absolutely.
Also, this cosplay girl, whoever we're gonna bring, she's got to be like smoking hot. She's got to be cute, and she's got to have a following.
Oh, for sure, for sure. I think I mentioned a name once.
I know you mentioned a few Hollywood. I know a bunch of them. Okay.
Okay.
I gotta find one that's willing to
Networking. Well, listen, this presents a really good opportunity. People are gonna, do this for free at first. They're gonna understand that their efforts are gonna be well rewarded in the future.
The reality is, we're gonna have people who float in and out. They're not gonna be regulars, and they're gonna be just floaters.
Okay.
You're a regular. Joey's a regular. Addie's a regular. As far as I'm concerned.
Thank you.
And when time comes, you guys, you three are gonna be making money off it. At one point or another, it's gonna take time, but when we get there, you guys will benefit on it. No doubt. But right now we're just not making the money yet. We're just building it. So it's still, and it takes a while. It could take 2 or 3 years for us to build to a level where we're starting to make money. But by that point, you're gonna have a big following, and we're gonna continue it and grow it and grow. It's a long-term thing. You gotta look at it as long-term. Okay.
Absolutely. I mean, I've done it for 35 years. I think I could stick another, 5-10 years in it.
Yeah. No, it's not even. You don't need 5-10 years. You need probably 2-3 top to get you to the level you need to get to as an influencer. And
as my own show.
Another thing I recommend, actually, Phil, let me call you back in about a half hour. I gotta take a call. Okay.
Not a problem. Thanks, buddy.
Right, bye.
So that was the director, and you can see that he has a lot of great things to share with me. And I was just talking about networking, and this is what it's all about, right? Networking. This really is going well for me in a good direction. He's very excited about everything, and I'm excited as well. So networking is the key, folks. just to sort of digress a bit. When I started doing this show, I didn't feel very confident because, you know, the comic book world to me is something that's a little strange. Even having done the show for a year and a half and traveling and shooting all those scenes and all those episodes, I mean, and meeting all those people and all those functions and all those fan expos, comic cons, all that stuff, it was great. But doing this TV show, talking about it, and sort of, I was a little taken back. You know, I was a little sort of afraid to do it. You know, it's the fourth episode, and you could see how excited he was. You know, I just sort of, I know myself, I can do it. I just got to build the confidence in doing it. I got to figure out a system of how to do it, of how I'm going to go about it. What personality am I going to bring to the table to get this done, right? That's your brand, right? You got to bring to the table, you know, the way you do it, right? Course, you got to research, know the information, know more than the information, know more than your opponents, know more than, you know, having more information is better than having not enough, right? So be confident that way as well. And then be confident from the camera that, you know what, you're providing a service, you're giving people what they want, what they need. There's people out there that are a selected niche of group of people that need your service. Remember that. One day you'll get well rewarded. Don't think about that now. Just do. Just be. Train, research, plan, brand, plan it. 10 years you'll look back and say, wow, whatever. You can say Philip Moran really helped me, or this really helped me, or that really helped me. But you'll definitely say something like, wow, that really worked. Okay? Hope you guys are excited, because I'm excited about the future of my TV show. And you never know, I might have you guys on one of my episodes. So this is part of networking, right? We'll sort of figure that all out. You definitely have to invest. I got to invest time meeting you guys. You got to invest time meeting me. We got to work together. We got to hopefully convene, get together in a separate place outside here in the GTAA or in the States or whatever the case is. So I'm willing to do that, create a big public recreational seminar, interactive with great people, getting to know people, start networking, start working together, start using each other on different projects. Hey man, I'm excited. I'm excited. I don't want to get too excited though. I got to have some drinks. Hold on. Wow, this is amazing. So my copper straw, right? Want to take care of the environment. Glass and my drink. Now, what's in my drink is turmeric kombucha. So kombucha, you need to put it in a glass. You can't put it in plastic. It eats plastic and it eats metal. Oh, it eats metal. Maybe I shouldn't use a straw. It's a live probiotic, and I make it myself. I will make a video if you like, if you really want to. It'll be part of nutrition and stuff, right? How to take care of your body and stuff. But that's what I'm drinking right now, so it's amazing. I mixed it with turmeric tea, and it's just amazing, just amazing. So networking was a big one, and long and behold, we have my director calling me, talking about networking, how it's going great. And you see that? He said that was the best performance ever. So see, I'm getting better as I go forward. You know, doesn't matter where you are now. You could have made mistakes. You could just, you know what? Did you learn? Learn from your experiences, learn from your mistakes. Learn next time you won't do those mistakes. You get better. And by the third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, whatever, you'll be a pro and you'll start going in that direction. Remember, the basics are basics. Building a brand, researching, training, feeling confident, whatever medium you choose to work in what capacity, and within your character branding, make sure you start doing it that way. Join the union only if you need to join the union. If you don't need to join the union, don't join the union. Keep building your resume. There's a lot of work out there. You know what? With your training that you have, you'll be far above everybody else, because people will say, you know what? I like that guy. But that guy, I don't know him very well, but he's got incredible amount of training. And you can see when he gets on camera, it's amazing. And they want to get to know you better. But this is quality, right? It's over the years that you're going to be training that you're going to create this quality. And one day you're on set, on a union set, or an audition, or a union audition, and they're going to say, wow, can you do this? Because we love the way you look on camera. We love the way we love everything about you. Are you unionized? No. Oh. And you can say, well, yeah, I got my stuff. I can apply for union right away. Or they can say, you know what, we'll apply on your behalf. Not a problem. We want you in our movie. We want you in our scene right away. We want you. So that's what's going to happen. You just do the work. You'll just be confident. You just keep planning because everything will fall into place. Remember, I say this a lot. The hardest thing is not breathing. The hardest thing is not breathing. The hardest thing is not breathing. Everything else is accomplishable. Easily accomplishable. Okay. Freelance work. Freelance work. Now, your own work. You can get your own work. There's nothing wrong with that. You can create your own little short films, your own commercials, your own scenes of some sort, your own plays. You can create all these things yourself, even with little money or no money, with an iPhone with a really high expensive camera. You can make yourself either the main actor, or you can really hire either for no money, a bigger actor, and you can work under him as a second or third, but you'll look better because you have a bigger personality on your set or on your production. It's very important. You start building your resume that way. You start building your reel that way. You apply what you learn in your training classes and what you train with your instructors. And don't be afraid, you know what, to tell your instructor, listen, I really want to learn this. I really want to, you know, people sort of when they see me, they see me as, you know, I want to learn this better. I want to do a lot more scenes in this sort of character, as a character. I want this type of brand, to build this type of brand. Can you help me? Can you customize my training here to suit that direction? So you want to build that brand, your reels, you know, your body of work. You want to build yourself confident, more confident each day. Get on set, get in front of the camera, make the mistakes. One of the things I remember is another thing. I'm not sure if it's a whole video though, but it's about the technical stuff. Technical. I had to do a lot of technical, like I knew a lot of what I was doing on set as an actor, but as far as technical went, oh my God, it was hard. Technical on set as an actor. I mean, like you have to know where to stand. If it's a low budget production, then you don't have a lot of scenes that they're going to shoot, or a lot of takes that they're going to shoot. So you have to make the best of it quickly. And you have to know where the camera is focusing. You have to know how to sort of move in front of the camera, speak. You have to be careful not to speak over the actor or the actor speaks over you. There's a lot of great stuff. I am going to do a video on that for sure, because I experienced this on Adam's Testament. Not so much on Total Recall, but Adam's Testament. They had to cut a lot of scenes out. Thank God I had a lot of scenes in there. So they can definitely, but when the actor screwed up, they had to cut them out. So part of my scene was cut out, but not me totally, because I had the biggest scenes in the whole movie. I was the main actor. I am going to have a way for, so I remember, is to provide you with the video for that movie. It's under Amazon Prime, but we'll have a system where I can give it to you for free as a subscriber and as a supporter. And again, we can all share these things together. You can supply things to me so I can get to know what you can do, and I can supply this and I can give it to my director, my producers, whatever the case is. So we're definitely going to have that website set up soon, hopefully, because it's very tough. It's just so tough, right? Websites and internet stuff for me, I had never really trained in that, but I'm starting to learn now, and it's not easy. So freelance work is about you creating your own stuff, you getting better at your craft. Still study though, because um, you're not a teacher unless you know how to teach, right? So um, you're an actor. So you need to study with people that know how actors should act, how actors should work on camera, and you know, you need to take certain courses, voice classes, movement, dictions, memorization, all that stuff. All those courses are very important. I plan to have a series of courses on my website for us to be part of, and I'm not sure what kind of you know, how we're going to establish that, but we're definitely going to have something like that as well. As you know, I used to have the AGN network, and I definitely helped a lot of actors. The classes were for free. They came on time every week. Lots of actors, and we did some great work. I've really helped a lot of actors get some principal roles and stuff like that. So you know, I'm very confident in my teachings. They do work from an actor's point of view, from a working actor's point of view, from someone that's established their brand point of view, or someone that's actually followed the advice I'm going over on all these documents, all these videos for you. Exactly. I'm not leaving anything out. You're getting all the secrets, you're getting all the steps, you're getting everything that I did, and I'm hopefully I can circumvent some really trying times or challenges with information and advice that can help you save years and years and years. So, um, so that's basically freelance work, to be honest. Just basically um, getting your own stuff together. But networking and freelance work goes hand in hand as well. So you can sort of network with a bunch of people and get things done together, and then sort of help each other get into each other's productions as well. So that's pretty exciting stuff. Other supporting studies. Well, um, there's things that you're going to be acting in, different roles, and what people are going to be casting you for, what they're going to be auditioning you for. And you may want to take some additional courses. So if you're being cast for a lawyer or a doctor or a police officer or a postman, there's no reason why you can't learn more about that industry. So you have more tools, you have more things you can draw from, and then sort of use it in your presentation, your auditions, your applications, right? So you don't have to necessarily take big courses and long-term courses. You can study, you can watch, you can explore, you can visit, you can read books, you can watch videos, you can like watching a postman work, right? If you want to be a postman on set, watch them how it work. Watching lawyers when they're just before their court case, how they are and stuff like that, where they hang out, where they study, where they frequent, where they socialize. There's a lot of information you can get your hands on these days to sort of figure all that out. Watch movies, watch clips, watch TV shows of lawyers and stuff like that. So extra studies is what I mean. Cops, the same thing. Different cop shows, different police shows, different police movies. When you see a police officer out there, just stay and just observe, just see how he acts. There's different things, right? What's going on in the world, and cops being associated with. I mean, there's all kinds of stuff, right? So supporting studies is very important. It makes your brand and your character that you're going to be playing that much more credible. Okay? It's much more credible. So I think it's a very, very great idea to do that. I wonder if my messages are even working, because they're never working. I never see anybody leaving me message. And of course, I didn't really put anything down here. Perfect. Okay, so that's good. I didn't see where it went though. I thought I'd have. Oh, there we are. Okay. I'm just like I said, I'm learning as I go along as well. I'm learning a lot. So, personal relationships is the next one. You can have personal relationships, and I actually recommend that you do have personal relationships. Remember, you're going to be playing roles where you're going to be a boyfriend, a husband, an ex-boyfriend, a possessive, jealous husband, whatever the case is. You need to bring something to the table. When you have real experiences that you've been through, it really helps with your career and your auditions. So definitely have relationships. Plus, you have supports. Like the person loves you. That's the best support. You know, you come back from an audition and you don't think you did very well. You know, the person can give you a hug. You can go for dinner and celebrate for certain things. You know, you can definitely when you have a project and you have a screening. I can't tell you a number of times I was so excited to have someone with me when I had a project and screening of a film I did or something, and I had somebody there that I could walk down with and share and share and share. So it's definitely makes the experience that much more enjoyable. You can also have a relationship sort of help you out in your auditions, read-alongs, someone that's going to be the reader for you, someone that's going to be maybe the camera person for you, someone that's also, someone that you can trust too, right? Because you can trust this person, you live with this person, you love this person, you can trust this person, you work things together, you have something to lose, something to gain, you both do. You may even be in the same industry together. So you might be networking together as well and networking with each other's networks as well outside of that. So relationships is someone that you'll definitely build a strong trust with. And, in today's world, to be honest, I think the most important thing in anything is trust. If you don't trust somebody, you don't trust them with your information. You don't trust them with yourself. You don't trust them with your whatever it is, your products, your services. You don't trust them with the knowledge. If you don't trust someone, then you don't go any further than that. So trust is very important. To build that trust with someone is so important. And eventually, if you have something big enough to share with someone, then you want to be able to trust them, right, before you share with them. So someone that gets to know who you are day in and day out with auditions and work and traveling, and you share things and you travel together. I mean, you guys have a lot to talk about, right? You guys can really have great communications regarding what you both are doing and what you both are doing aside from each other as well, and sharing each other's experiences as well. So I think it's very important to have relationships for support reasons, and also for just also feeling like a human being. You may want to have a family. You may want to have a future. Being an actor doesn't mean you can't have a future. You can't have a family. You can't have kids. You can't be in love. Being an actor is not that at all. Being an actor, you can have everything and more. So, and the more you have, the better, because you need tools, you need tools, you need tools, you need tools. Tools come from experiences, right? So you want to experience as much as you can without getting hurt, without getting into any trouble. Experience what you can to bring to the table to your auditions, because you know a lot about it after, right? You can sit there and create a backstory, create a story about it, create some kind of character analysis. You can do a lot of things with it. So it's very important to have relationships, to have things that are you can sink your teeth in, right? Very important. Meditation. Well, this is some of the things I was talking about earlier. Feeling like a winner, and tips on getting and being ready and prepared. yeah, this is part of all that. So meditation is a very good way just to stop, just stop, completely stop, and pay attention to your breathing. Listen to your breathing. Don't run away from what you're feeling. Don't run away from what you're going through in your life. Don't run away from all the bad that's happening in your life. Don't run away from anything sad that's happening in your life. Don't run away if you just broke up with your girlfriend. Don't run away from all those feelings. Just feel them and breathe. This is who you are. This is what makes you unique. And this is more powerful than anything when you want to be an actor. Trust me. This is who you are. Don't run away from the person you are, because that's what makes you confident in your own skin, is accepting who you are. And just relax. And just let the world just be. You're not perfect. You're not going to have everything perfect happen in your life. Are you healthy? Yes. Is your family healthy? Yes. Are you in jail? No. Are you in the hospital? No. Is your family in the hospital? No. Are you really broken out and living outside in the dumps? No. Are you a bad person? No. Are you a good person? Yes. Does so-and-so love you? Yes. Do you love so-and-so? Yes. You do the best you can each and every day? Yes. Are you the best person you can be each and every day? Yes. You have a big heart? Yes. Do you love people? Yes. Are you perfect? No. Can you do better? Yes. Can you learn more? Yes. You know, give yourself these affirmations, right? Give yourself these real truths, because you're not perfect and you're not meant to be perfect. You're meant to always evolve. So there's a lot of things a lot of people do to themselves, right? They can't even audition or be great, because they already beat themselves up so much before they get on set, before they get up there, right? Trust me, I know. And I still know. You just have to trust me with that. Um, but I'll tell you something. Eventually, your life will start turning around. Your life will start to basically be simplified and easy to see where you're going. Easy to just efficiently travel through space and time to your destination, basically. Um, you won't have to worry about things that are going to happen, because, I'm telling you, things will be aligned, right? So keep yourself aligned in your career as well. Keep yourself aligned in your goal. There's things you're going to have to go through. It's okay. Use them. Grab onto them. They're your tools. They're your experiences. They're your golden nuggets. So I want to really emphasize that, because I know a lot of people out there are like, unless this happens, I'm not going to start. Unless I have this, I'm not going to do it. Unless I have money, I'm not going to have a relationship. Unless a lot of unlesses. You don't have a contract to live forever. You don't know if you're going to be around tomorrow. You don't know anything like that. But I'll tell you what you do know. And what you know is that you're here for a purpose. And you're also here to enjoy your life and to have a great lifestyle. You're not here to suffer. You weren't put on this planet to suffer. And you were put on this planet to help a lot of other people. So remember that. Everything you do is leading up to that. Leading up to you to be of greatness, of great service, of great knowledge, of great inspiration for a lot of people and a lot of kids. See, that's why my show that I do is so incredible, because and with my movie Adam's Testament, definitely we did do a lot of church functions with Bible studies and stuff, and talks and speeches and presentations in the churches, and definitely inspired a lot of kids that are having problems at home, problems with their schoolwork, problems with bullying, problems with a lot of things, the sexual, gender, acceptance, or whatever the case was. That movie was basically about a teenager having a lot of issues and a father trying to bring him back on track, a father trying to love his son or figure out how to love his son, a son struggling to love his father but doesn't know how to do it. Whatever the case is, struggling with a lot of things after their mother passed away and my wife passed away, or whatever the case was in the movie. So basically, what I'm saying to you, this is all important. It's all important. Be yourself, be of greatness, and be inspiring to other people. And you'll get that right back. The last, and interesting it's last, the law of attraction. It's very simple, and I can go into a more detailed video about this one day. I'll write this down. It's law of attraction. So a bit of history. I always like to sort of justify when I want to talk about something, maybe where it comes from. So many years ago, I worked with Bob Proctor. I attended his seminars. I bought his material. I dealt with his co-workers, his networking group. I really, really enjoyed what I was hearing, listening to, being involved with. There's a lot of great stuff that was happening and dealing with people that were good people. They're focused on better lifestyles, better monetary situations, better quality of a person, better quality of service, masterminding, all that stuff. And I got to meet a lot of great instructors as well. As you know, Bob Proctor's done The Matrix, he's done The Secret, but before that, he did something called You Were Born Rich. And I was part of that group. And I got to meet his mentor, which was an incredible man. I got to meet him twice only, but he was just incredible. I'll never forget him. Bob Proctor was an amazing man as well. Bernie Dorman was an incredible guy. Jack Canfield was an incredible man. John Canary was an incredible person. I mean, they were all incredible, the families. And it was great to belong to a network like that, although at the time, that kind of information was sort of like a little voodoo for a lot of people, right? They were like, oh, you're positive person, energy, That, I'm talking about 40, 45 years ago, right? 40 years ago, at least. So I learned a lot. What I would recommend, if you guys really want to learn about the law of attraction and things like that, is a book that I was recommended to get, and it was from Bob Proctor. The first time I got a hold of the information. He had been reading it for 27 years, and that was about 35, 40 years ago. So basically, he's been reading it for a lifetime now. It was all falling apart and stuff. He had it all taped together, leather bound, that kind of stuff. So I bought that book, and it was called Think and Grow Rich. Now, it's a very great book. It's a very deep book. And to be honest, it applies to where you are in your life right now. All the information of the whole book cannot apply to you at that same time and space. it'll apply to you when it's supposed to be applying for you. So the teacher will appear when the student is ready. It's a saying I like to say. And he also gave me a book back then that was free. And I said, well, let me pay for it. He said, no, just share it. He goes, no, just keep it, just share it. It was called You Were Born Rich. I had the course on tape. I've been studying, I still have the course on tape of You Were Born Rich, Think and Grow Rich, Jack Canfield stuff, and another person, a hypnotist, I can't remember the name right now, but Marshall Silver, I think his name is. And I got their stuff and I still listen to it to this day. It's about 30 years now or plus. So it's not something you just do once and that's it. It's a lifestyle. Now you meet a lot of people that say, oh yeah, I'm positive. I energy this and energy that. And okay, great. It's time. I'll say it again. It takes time. Don't worry don't compete with anybody else. The best thing I ever learned is if you're a pro, you don't have any competition. Pros create, amateurs compete. Pros create, amateurs compete. Be a pro. Okay? Be a pro. So you be a pro, you have no competition. Take your time and become a pro. So let me jump right to it then, okay? So those are the two books I think you should be getting. Definitely Think and Grow Rich is a really good book. Don't be afraid if you can't understand it right now, but definitely just start to read material like that. Start to practice the stuff that you learn in those books. Start to be more positive and more energy associated to things around you and stuff. Become more aware, right? Past your senses, past your five senses. But you need to understand too how it all works, right? So once you apply the stuff, you'll see in your own life how it manifests. You get more information, you can actually apply to that and get more information and be more confident in the information you're getting because it's stuff that's really happening. So the law of attraction is basically um, how was it put? You get who you are, not what you want. Become the person that would have what it is you want to have. Let me say it again. Become that person in mind, spirit, emotion, physical, mental. Become that person in characterization, in the environment, in the kind of things you choose in your life, in the way that you build your lifestyle. Become that person in the things that you think about and maybe how you live. Become that person that would have what you want. Become that person that would have it. That's who you have to become, the person that would have it. That's how it works. Become the person. And you attract things along that path. Because everyone has a path that they're following, and you bump into people associated to your frequency on your path, a level. You'll bump into people that will help you. You'll bump into people that will collaborate with you, network with you, make things possible for you, maybe fall in love with you. There's a list of things. I got to tell you, become in line with things that need you, charities, organizations. There's a list of things, but you start to attract like kind, basically. You attract like kind. And you mainly attract your strongest emotion or your thought. So your strongest emotion or thought. So here's a question, and then I'm not going to speak anymore about this. We're actually going to do a very strong video about this because I think this is important because it definitely has a significant impact. It had a significant impact in my life and how I accomplished where I am right now, and a lot of other things as well. Here's another one I just thought of. Is overcoming. a performance, let's say, performance hindering handicap. Because I've had to, I'm not going to go in detail now, but I've had to overcome a handicap. And you like, really? I don't believe that. Well, trust me, we're not perfect. I'm not perfect. But there is a way to do things to become better suited for what you're heading towards, for what you're deciding to become, for what you're deciding to be part of. There are things you can do, and there are things you can do to overcome those handicaps. There are ways to manage and prevent. We're going to do a whole video based on that alone because I think it's important, and I know it's important. So remember what I said before, ideas are, complete the sentence. Ideas are like a slippery fish. If you don't grab them with the point of a pencil, they'll probably get away and never come back. Right? So the law of attraction, you don't have to worry about, because if you're doing everything you're doing, you don't have any responsibility what's coming your way. The law of attraction, it just sends you what's coming. It's how you act, think, feel that can keep it away from you or draw it closer together with you, for you. And also there's ways to make the law of attraction work faster for you. So we're going to talk about that in that one video when we do make it. So I hope you guys have enjoyed this session. Remember, the strong words here are branding, the law of attraction, meditation, networking, taking your time, learning, being prepared, being confident before you join classes, unions, and stuff like that. But you also want to build your body of work. You can just do it for practice. There's a lot of websites out there, and I'll go over all the tools. Do I have that on here? There's another one I can do. Tools. Online tools that you could use. And see, I already have like so many that I can't keep up. So there's a lot of tools you can use to put yourself, use to put your work on, and then you don't have to, and you have a lot of different security features. You don't have to broadcast them anywhere or anything like that. So we'll definitely talk about that as well. All the different tools that are online, and which ones I recommend, which ones I don't recommend. Again, because I want to help you guys get there with as few mistakes, more efficient, more success oriented. So those are the main things. And train. What did I say? Train. So lots of training, guys, lots of training. And branding, all that stuff that includes the branding. I think because I think it's such a big thing, the word branding, we're definitely going to have to do a whole video based on just branding and what you can do to brand yourself. Branding is very important. So we're definitely going to do a video on that. My phone is dying. Hold on a sec. Sorry about that. But this is real live TV, right? So, but I hope you guys enjoyed this great video. I'm surprised how much I can speak sometimes regarding this information, but obviously I've lived it, and I continue to live it. I continue to accomplish, make mistakes. I continue to learn. I continue to create. I continue to do everything that I'm telling you guys here, I'm still doing. Um, we can have a step-by-step approach to things, customized just according to you. So I really want to offer that service, and have that sort of service offering available, because I think it's important for a lot of moms and dads that want to sort of help their daughters and sons, to get along, to get ahead in this career, in this industry that's full of scams, full of people that don't know what they're talking about, full of people that just want to sell you something, full of people that just want to take your career and just, do it the way they want to do it, and forget about branding, forget about anything. They don't know anything about the unions. They don't know anything about the way your resume should be. All that stuff basically is our responsibility. So from an actor to another actor, hey, this is the way it is, right? We have to really stick together and network. So I want to thank you guys for joining me on my show again. Remember, this is the Philip Moran Guide series, and this will definitely help a lot of people make decisions on their acting careers. We're going to do a lot of different videos regarding a lot of different things, and very helpful, and current situations and past situations and adaptational situations. It's all going to be here. So enough said. Thank you guys for being here today. I hope you guys have a great day, and definitely look for my next video. Give me a thumbs up, and give me some sort of message as to what you think about my videos, what you want me to create videos on, whatever it is you want to express. Keep it nice and clean, keep it nice and authentic, keep it nice and happy, right? Because life is life, and the most important thing is, the worst thing is not breathing. That's the most important thing, is that you're breathing. The worst thing is not breathing. So remember that. I always sort of think about that. Be grateful. Wake up with an attitude of gratitude, that kind of thing. Okay. So stay safe. Be happy. Be confident for what's coming your way. I'm telling you, big things are about to happen, and you don't even know it. Okay. So God bless.